Grand Science Director Zev Torol of the HFY Confederation activated the quantum encryptions before addressing the Emergency Council. The 6 most powerful leaders in the Confederation's 12,000-year history floated in their suspension fields, their translucent bodies pulsing with bioluminescent patterns that conveyed anxiety no translator could fully capture. The situation has evolved, Zev Torol began, choosing his words carefully. As you know, 17 solar cycles ago, our diplomatic vessel, Harmonious Exchange, suffered a catastrophic drive failure while observing the human civilization on Earth. Following Containment Protocol Epsilon, the crew scuttled the vessel in the asteroid belt of their system after ensuring all restricted technology was thoroughly scrubbed or destroyed. Supreme Elder K. Vax's tendrils writhed impatiently. We are familiar with these details, Director. Has there been a containment breach? Zev Torol's chromatophores flashed a pattern indicating extreme distress. Not precisely a breach, Supreme Elder. More accurately, a reconstruction. The Emergency Council's bioluminescence synchronously pulsed with alarm. Impossible, declared Defense Coordinator Miralax. The warp core was molecularly disassembled. The dimensional fold equations were purged from all systems. Even if humans discovered the wreckage, they would find nothing but inert materials. Zev Torol gestured with a tentacle, and a holographic display materialized in the center of the chamber. It showed a crude vessel of obvious human manufacture, surrounded by scanning data and energy readings that caused several council members to emit involuntary stress toxins into the chamber's atmosphere. This was recorded by our stealth observation satellite 48 hours ago, the science director explained. The humans have constructed a functional warp drive. Analysis indicates it operates on principles identical to our 7th-generation fold technology. That's developmentally impossible, sputtered Economics Minister Talvren. Our civilization required 4,000 years to progress from primitive chemical rocketry to basic fold technology. Humans achieved space travel barely 70 years ago. Nevertheless, Zev Torol replied grimly, they have not only grasped the theoretical principles, but have constructed a working prototype. Our models projected that humanity would require at minimum 300 years to independently develop such technology, even if they discovered fragments of our vessel. The council chamber fell silent as the implications sank in. The HFY Confederation's expansion through the galaxy had been carefully managed for millennia, with younger species guided gradually into the interstellar community only after extensive preparation and development. No species in recorded history had ever made such a technological leap without direct assistance. How? Demanded Supreme Elder K. Vax finally. How could they possibly reverse engineer technology so advanced from essentially nothing? Zev Torol's skin rippled with a pattern indicating scientific fascination, warring with existential dread. We have a theory. Dr. Elena Chen stared through the observation window at the gleaming prototype in Hangar 7 of the Unified Earth Space Agency complex. The fold drive prototype Alpha stood just over 4 meters tall, an intricate assembly of components that, 6 months ago, no human had even conceived of building. Still can't believe we pulled this off, remarked Dr. James Wilson, the project's senior theoretical physicist. From asteroid debris to functional warp technology in half a year. The commission wanted to classify everything, but apparently the president's authorized me to tell the full story at next month's International Physics Symposium. Elena nodded, her attention still fixed on the prototype. They're going to ask how we made the conceptual leap from the fragmentary debris to a working theory of space-time manipulation. What are you planning to tell them? James grinned. The truth. That humanity's greatest superpower is that we're essentially universal pattern recognition machines with an unhealthy obsession for figuring out how things work, and a healthy disregard for being told something is impossible, Elena added. When the wreckage had been discovered by a routine asteroid mining operation, it had contained nothing obviously technological, just odd alloys and crystalline formations that defied conventional analysis. Standard protocols had distributed samples to research institutions worldwide for study. Within weeks, 3 separate teams had noticed unusual quantum behaviors in the materials. Within 2 months, a theoretical framework had begun to emerge. By month 4, the UESA had assembled the world's top scientists into a unified research group. And now, just 6 months after discovery, humanity stood on the threshold of faster-than-light travel. What the scientists couldn't know was that they were being watched. They don't think linearly, Zev Torel explained to the council, displaying a simplified model of human neural architecture compared to Axrathi and other known sentient species. Where most evolved intelligences develop specialized cognitive pathways for different types of problem-solving, humans maintain an unusual neural plasticity throughout their lives. Meaning what, precisely? Demanded Defense Coordinator Miralax. Meaning they make connections between seemingly unrelated concepts that more specialized intelligences would never consider, Zev Torel replied. Our comprehension of warp physics evolved through a methodical, sequential process over millennia. Humans, they take intellectual leaps. They see patterns and relationships that appear to defy logical progression. Economic Minister Talvren's bioluminescence pulsed with alarm. Are you suggesting there's some kind of savants? Not exactly, the science director qualified. More like cognitive generalists in a galaxy of specialists. Where we excel through focus and methodical refinement, they thrive through adaptation and unconventional connections.